Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Okay, today we are discussing competitive exam number 6, mathematics JE. Now, question number 1. If pth, qth and rth terms of a GP are x, y, z respectively, then x power q minus r, y power r minus p, z power p minus q is equal to. Here, pth, qth and rth terms of a GP. Now let A is the first term and capital R is the common ratio of the GP. Let small a is the first term and capital R is the common ratio of the GP. Then pth term Tp equal to x, and qth term Tq equal to y, and rth term Tr equal to z given. According to data, pth term is x and qth term is y and rth term is z. Therefore, the nth term in GP formula is a into r power n minus 1. Therefore, pth term means a into r power p minus 1. It is equal to x. Next, qth term means a into r power q minus 1 equal to y. And rth term is a into r power r minus 1 equal to z. Now we have to find the value of x power q minus r. Now we have to find the value of x power q minus r into y power r minus p, into z power p minus q. Now already know the value of x, that is a into capital R power p minus 1 whole power q minus r into y power, y is a into r power q minus 1 whole power r minus p, into z value is a into r power r minus 1 whole power p minus q. It is equal to a power q minus r into a power r minus p into a power p minus q into r power p minus 1 into q minus r into r power q minus 1 into r minus p into r power r minus 1 into p minus q. Now if you observe here, a power q minus r, a power r minus p, a power p minus q. Therefore bases same, therefore you can add powers. Therefore q minus q will cancel, minus r plus r will cancel, minus p will cancel. Therefore a power 0 will get. In the same way, r power p into q, pq, and q into minus pq will cancel. Like that, all will cancel. Again r power also will get 0. Therefore a power 0 into r power 0 is 1. Therefore option 2 is right. Next question. Next question. If 1 by b plus c, 1 by c plus a, 1 by a plus b are in AP, then. Now here given 1 by b plus c, 1 by c plus a, 1 by c plus a, 1 by a plus b in AP. Here given 1 by b plus c, 1 by c plus a, 1 by a plus b are in AP. Now two terms are A, B, C are in AP, then 2B equal A plus C. If A, B, C are in AP, then 2B equal A plus C. Therefore 2 into 1 by C plus A, it is equal to 1 by B plus C plus 1 by A plus B. 1 by A plus B. Now 2 into, here you take LCM, that is B plus C into A plus B. That right left side, that 2 into B plus C into A plus B it is equal to C plus A, the C plus A right this side. Now B plus A plus B plus B plus C, A plus B plus B plus C means A plus 2B plus C. Sum of these two, that is A plus B plus B, 2B plus C. Therefore it is equal to B into AB, 2AB plus B into B, B square, that is 2B square. Next C into A, that is 2CA. Next C into B, that is 2BC. It is equal to C into A, that is CA, plus C into B, that is 2BC. Next plus C square plus A into A square plus 2AB plus CA plus CA. If you observe these two terms, these LHS and RHS, this is 2AB and it is 2AB will cancel. Next 2BC will cancel. 2CA, CA plus CA, 2CA will cancel. Now finally we got 2B square equal to A square plus C square. 2B square equal to A square plus C square. Therefore A square, B square and C square are in AP. 2B square equal to A square plus C square you got. Therefore A square, B square, C square are in AP. Therefore option 2 is right. Next question. Sum of three numbers in GP B14. If one is added to first and second and one is separated from the third, the new numbers are in AP. The smallest of them is. Sum of three numbers in GP B14. Now sum of three numbers in GP B14. Now three numbers in GP, those are A, AR and AR square. I am taking A, AR square are in GP. A, AR square and GP. AR by A means R and AR square by AR means R. Therefore common ratio is same. Therefore A, AR square in GP. Now sum of three numbers in GP is 14, that is A plus AR plus AR square. It is equal to 14. This is equation number 1. A plus AR plus AR square equal to 14 given. Next, if one is added to first and second and one is separated from the third, the new numbers are in AP. One is added to first and one is added to second. One is added to first and second and one is subtracted from third. One is subtracted from the third are in AP. If one is added first term and second term and one is separated from third term, then those three terms are in AP. Therefore you know the conditions. If A, B, C are in AP, then condition is 2 into AR plus 1 to be equal to A plus C, that is 2 into AR plus 1 equal to A plus 1 plus AR square minus 1. 2 into AR plus 1 equal to A plus 1 plus AR square minus 1. Plus 1 and minus 1 will cancel. That is 2AR plus 1. 2AR plus 2. 2 into AR plus 2 into 1, 2. It is equal to A plus AR square. A plus AR square. Now A plus AR square equal to 2AR plus 2. A plus AR square equal to 2 into 2AR plus 2. From equation number 1, A plus AR square. A plus AR square. Already know A plus AR square value 2AR plus 2. Therefore, this value substitute here. That is A plus AR square means 2AR plus 2. 2AR plus 2. Then remains AR. It is equal to 14. Instead of that A plus AR square, I am writing 2AR plus 2. Therefore, 2AR plus 2 plus AR remains, it is equal to 14. 2AR plus AR, that is 3AR. 3AR. It is equal to 14 minus 2, that is 12. Therefore, AR equal to 4. AR equal to 4. Then R equal to 4 by A. R equal to 4 by A. Or A equal to 4 by R. Now this R value subject in any one of the equation, that is A R equal to 4 by A. Now from equation number now A plus AR plus AR square equal to 14. Then R equal to 4 by A. R equal to 4 by A. Now AR equal to 4. Now from equation number 1, A plus 2 AR, A, next AR equal to 4. From equation number 1, A write as it is. Already know AR equal to 4, write 4. Next to AR square, that is first equation write down, that is A plus AR plus AR square, I am writing AR into R, it is equal to 14. From first equation, A plus AR square, I am writing AR into R equal to 14. Equal to 14. A plus AR plus AR into R equal to 14. Now A write as it is plus AR equal to 4. AR equal to 4 write here. Next to AR equal to 4. Again AR equal to 4. It is next from this R equal to 4 by A. R equal to 4 by A. It is equal to 14. It is equal to 14. Therefore, A plus 16 by A. A plus 4 into 4, 16. 16 by A. It is equal to 4 right side, that is 14 minus 4, that is 10. Therefore, here take LCM, that is A square plus 16, it is equal to 10A. Therefore, A square minus 10A plus 16 equal to 0. Now, product is 16 and sum is minus 10. That is product 16 and sum is minus 10. That is minus 2 comma minus 8. Minus 2 comma minus 8. Therefore, the values of A are 2 comma 8. The values of A are 2 comma 8. But they are asking smallest value of them is. Now smallest value is 2. Therefore, A equal to 2. The smallest value they are asking. Therefore, A equal to 2. Therefore, option 1 is right. Next question. If first and 2n minus 1 terms of an AP, GP and HP are equal and their nth terms are ABC respectively, then now first and 2n minus 1th terms. First and 2n minus 1th terms. First term A1, A2 up to so on AN plus 1 up to so on A2n minus 1. First term is A1, second term is A2 up to AN plus 1 up to A2n minus 1. First term I am taking alpha. First term I am taking alpha, and last term I am taking beta. First term alpha and last term is beta. Now here first term 1 a1 and last term 2n 2n minus 1. First term is a1 and last term is 2n minus 1. Therefore middle term means 1 plus 2n minus 1 by 2. Therefore it is equal to minus 1 plus 1 will cancel. 2n by 2 means n. Therefore middle term is an. First term is a1. Last term is 2n minus 1. Therefore 1 plus 2n minus 1 by 2 middle term. Therefore 1 plus 2n minus 1 minus 1 plus 1 will cancel. 2n by 2 means n. Therefore nth term is the middle term. Nth term is the middle term. Nth term is the middle term. Now a1, a2 up to an minus 1. In these terms, middle term is an. Therefore, the arithmetic mean of arithmetic first term and last term. Arithmetic mean of first term and last term. That is alpha plus beta by 2. Alpha plus beta by 2. Arithmetic mean of first term and alpha and beta is alpha plus beta by 2. Alpha plus beta by 2. That already given are equal and their nth terms are a, b, c respectively. Therefore, this arithmetic mean of alpha and beta is equal to the nth term. Here already given nth term is a. Therefore, alpha plus beta equal to a. Alpha plus beta by 2 equal to a. And geometric mean of alpha comma beta. The geometric mean of alpha and beta is root alpha into beta. Root alpha into beta. That is equal to the nth term in the series. Therefore, nth term is b given, geometric mean that is b given, and harmonic mean of alpha comma beta. It is equal to 2 alpha into beta by alpha plus beta. 2 alpha beta by alpha plus beta. It is equal to c given. Already know arithmetic mean is always greater than or equal to geometric mean is always greater than or equal to arithmetic mean is always greater than or equal to geometric mean is always greater than or equal to harmonic mean. Now clearly by arithmetic mean is a and geometric mean is b and harmonic mean is c. Therefore a is greater than or equal to b is greater than or equal to c. And also here if you observe the options, in third option a is greater than b is greater than c, that satisfies. And one more condition given, ac minus b square equals 0, that is ac minus b square. Now I am finding ac minus b square, that is ac, a value is alpha plus beta by 2 into c value is 2 alpha beta by alpha plus beta minus b square, that is root alpha beta whole square. Therefore, alpha plus beta will cancel, 2 will cancel, alpha beta minus root alpha beta whole square means alpha beta. It is equal to 0. Therefore, the third option is satisfying these two conditions. Therefore, a is greater than b is greater than c and ac minus b square equal to 0. Therefore, option 3 is right. Next question. If the sum of an infinite GP be 3 and the sum of the squares of its terms is also 3, then its first term and common ratio are. Now, the sum of an infinite GP be 3 and the sum of the squares of its terms is also 3. Now, here the sum of an infinite GP, that is infinite GP AR square up to so on. This is the GP AR square AR square up to so on. Now sum of infinite GP, that is S infinite, smallest I am taking first series, that is S infinite equal to sum of terms, sum of infinite terms in the GP formula is A by 1 minus R. A by 1 minus R. This is the sum of infinite terms in the GP, that is A by 1 minus R. And also here given is equal to 3 given. It is equal to 3 given. That is A by 1 minus R equal to 3. Now squaring on both sides, that is A square equal to 3 square means 9 into 1 minus R whole square. Squaring on both sides, that is A square by 1 minus R whole square equal 3 square means 9. That is A square equal to 9 into 1 minus R whole square. Next, also here given, and the sum of the squares of its terms is also 3. Sum of the squares of its terms means A square R square. Now next A square R power 4 up to 7. First GP AR square up to so on. Next sum of its squares means A square R square R power 4 up to so on. This sum of infinite terms. This is small s, you take here capital S. Why? Because here sum of infinite terms in GP, sum of the squares of infinite terms in GP, that is variation here small s, here capital S, equal to 1 A by, means here also here A square, here first term is A square by 1 minus R. R value is A square R square by A square means R square. Here R square is the common ratio. It is equal to also 3 given. It is also 3 given. From this equation A square equal to 3 into 1 minus R square, you can write 1 minus R into 1 plus R. 1 minus R square. A square minus B square, you can write A minus B into A plus. Therefore, it is equation number 2. Now, from equation number 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, that is first equation is here A square equal 9 into 1 minus R whole square. Here A square equal 3 into 1 minus R into 1 plus R. Therefore, 9 into 1 minus R, it is equal to 3 into 1 minus R into 1 plus R. Therefore, 1 minus R will cancel. 3 3s. Therefore, 3 equal to 1 plus R. 3 equal to 1 plus, here 9 into 1 minus R whole square. Here 9 into 1 minus R whole square. It is equal to 3 into 1 minus R into 1 plus R. Therefore, 1 minus R and square will cancel, 3 3s. Therefore, 3 into 1, 3 minus 3R, it is equal to 1 plus R. Therefore, minus 3R right side, that is 4R equal to, it is 3 minus 1, 2, implies R equal to 2 by 4, it is equal to 1 by 2. R equal to 2 by 4, then 1 by 2. R value is 1 by 2. Now this R value subject in any one of the equation, that is from equation number 1. From equation number 1. From equation number 1, R equal to 1 by 2 is subject, that is A by 1 minus 1 by 2. It is equal to 3. Therefore, A equal to 3 into, here 1 minus 1 by 2 means 1 by 2, that is A equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, R equal to 1 by 2 and A equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, option 1 is right. Next question. If S denotes the sum to infinity and Sn is the sum of n terms of the series 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 up to so on, such that S minus Sn is less than 1 by 1000, then the least value of n is. Now here given series is, given series 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 up to so. Now here given S denotes the sum to infinity, and Sn denotes the sum to n terms of the series. Now first term here a equal to 1 and common ratio r equal to 1 by 2. First term a equal to 1 and common ratio 1 by 2 by 1 means 1 by r equal to 1 by 2. Now S denotes the sum of infinite terms, sum to infinity. Therefore sum of infinite terms formula is a by 1 minus r. It is equal to a value is 1 and r value is 1 by 2, that is 1 by 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2 means 1 by 2, 1 by 1 by 2 means 2. Therefore the value of S is equal to 2. Next, sum of Sn, the sum of n terms of the series Sn. Sum of n terms in GP formula is a into 1 minus r power n by 1 minus r. Sum of n terms in GP formula is a into 1 minus r power n by 1 minus r. That is a value is 1 into 1 minus r value is 1 by 2 whole power n divided by 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2. Therefore it is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 power n divided by 1 by 2. Therefore if we take LCM here, 2 power n minus 1 divided by 2 power n minus 1 by 2 power n into 1 by 2, that is reversed into 2. Therefore Sn equal to 2 into 2 power n minus 1, 2 into 2 power n minus 1 by 2 power n. This is Sn value. Now according to question, that is S minus Sn is less than 1 by 1000. S minus Sn is less than 1 by 1000 given. S is 2. The value of S is 2 minus Sn value is 2 into 2 power n minus 1 divided by 2 power n is less than 1 by 1000. 2 minus Sn value is 2 into 2 power n minus 1 by 2 power n. Now take LCM, that is 2 into 2 power n minus 2 into 2 power n, minus into minus plus 2 divided by 2 power n is less than 1 by 1000. These two will cancel, that is 2 by 2 power n is less than 1 by 1000. Now it is 2 power 1 by 2 power. These two write in denominator, that is 2 power minus 1. Therefore 2 power n minus 1 is less than 1 by 1000. Therefore now 1000, do cross multiplication, 1000 is less than 2 power n minus 1. 1000 is. Now 2 power n minus 1 is less than 1000, or else you can write like this also here. Now fractions, that is 2 power n minus 1 is greater than 1000. Therefore 2 power n minus 1, already you know 2 power 10 value, 2 power 10 equal to 1024. The value of 2 power 10 is 1024. Now 2 power n minus 1 is greater than 1000. Greater than 1000 means here we have to get 10. 2 power 10 value is 1024. 1024 is greater than 1000. Therefore here 2 power 10 you have to get or more than 10. 2 power 10 or more than 10. 2 power 10 or more than 10 means n values you have to take 11 or more than 11. Therefore n is equal to 11. N is greater than or equal to 11. Therefore the least value of n is 11. Therefore, option 4 is right. Next question. Next problem. If A, B, C are in AP, B minus A, C minus B, and A are in GP, then A is to B is to C is. This problem we can solve through options. Now I am taking first option, that is here according to question A, B, C are in AP, A, B, C are in AP, and B minus A, B minus A, C minus B, B minus A, C minus B, C minus B, and A in GP. In GP. Now I'm checking first option. First option is 1 is to 2 is to 3. 1 is to 2 is to 3. Therefore, A equal to K, I am taking 1 into K, B equal to 2K, 2 into K, 2K, and C equal to 3K. A is to B is to C, I am taking 1 is to 2 is to 3. Therefore, A equal to K, 1 into K, B equal to 2 into K, 2K, and BC equal to 3 into K, 3K. Now, these values satisfying this A, B, C are in AP, and B minus A and C minus B and A are in GP, we had to check. Now, K, 2K, and 3K clearly know that in AP. Why? Because 2K minus K, K, and 3K minus 2K, K. Therefore, common difference is same. Therefore, K, 2K, 3K are in AP. Next to B minus A, that is 2K minus K. Next C minus B, that is 3K minus 2K. Next to and A, that is K. Therefore, 2K minus K is K, and 3K minus 2K is K, and it is K. Therefore, in GP, clearly know that. Why? Because here common ratio K by K is 1, and here also K by K is 1. Therefore, common ratio is same. Therefore, these are in GP. Therefore, if A is to B is to C is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 3, then A, B, C are in AP, and B minus A and C minus B and A are in GP. Therefore, first option is right. Next question. Next problem. If GP consists of an even number of terms, if the sum of all the terms is 5 times the sum of the terms occupying odd places, the common ratio will be equal to. A GP consists of an even number of terms. GP consists of an even number of terms. If the sum of the terms is 5 times the sum of the terms occupying odd places. Now, here 58. Here GP is AR square, AR square up to so on AR power 2n minus 1. AR power 2n minus 1. A GP has even number of terms. Even number of terms means 2n represents the even number. 2n represents the even number. Therefore, this GP having n terms means A into AR square of this one AR power n minus 1. Here even number of terms 2n. Therefore, AR square of this one AR power 2n minus 1. Now, here if the sum of the terms is 5, if the sum of all the terms is 5 times the sum of the terms occupying odd places. Now, sum of the all the terms means A plus AR plus AR square up to on plus A into R power 2n minus 1. It is equal to 5 times the sum of the 5 times 5 times the sum of the terms occupying odd places. Odd place means AR square of this one. A plus AR square plus of this one. Odd places. Now, here if you observe, these terms are 2n terms, these are 2n terms, and these are n terms. Why? Because total 2n terms are there. In those, half of terms are in odd places, half of terms in even places. Therefore, half of the terms are in odd places. Therefore, n terms here you will get. Therefore, here first term is a and common ratio is r, and here first term is a and common ratio is r square. Here number of terms is 2n and first term is a and common ratio is r. Here number of terms are n and first term is a and common ratio is r square. Now sum of these 2n terms formula is a into sum of 2n terms formula is a into 1 minus r 1 minus r power n minus 1 r power 2n minus 1. Why? Because sum of n terms formula is a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. But here a into r power 2n terms are there. Na? A into r power 2n minus 1 by r minus 1. It is equal to 5 times 5 into, here first term is here a into, here r value is common ratio is r square, therefore r square whole power n minus 1. Here common ratio is r square, but n terms are there, therefore r square whole power n minus 1 by r minus 1 means r square minus 1. Therefore a will cancel, therefore r power 2n minus 1 by r minus 1, it is equal 5 into r square whole power n, you can write as r power 2n minus 1 by r square minus 1, you can write r minus 1 into r plus 1. Therefore r power 2n minus 1, r power 2n minus 1 will cancel, r minus 1 will cancel. Therefore r plus 1 equal to 5, therefore r equal to 4. R plus 1 equal to 5, therefore r equal to 4. Therefore option 3 is right. The common ratio is r equal to 4. Next question. Next problem. Now the sum of the series 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 square plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 square plus 2 power 3 up to so on n terms is. Now if you observe this problem, here given series is 1 plus 2 first term and second term is 1 plus 2 plus 2 square, it is second term, plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube, it is third term up to so on n terms. Here given series is 1 plus 2 first term, it is first term, and it is second term, 1 plus 2 plus 2 square is second term, and it is third term, Now this problem we can solve by using options. Therefore up to n terms is this sum you have to find. Now I am taking first option. First option is 2 power n plus 2 minus n minus 4. 2 power n plus 2 minus n minus 4. Now if we put n equal to 1 means sum of first term, therefore 1 plus 2, it is equal to 3. Now n equal to 1 substituting the options, that is 2 power 1 plus 2 minus 1 minus 4, it is equal to 1 plus 2 3. 2 power 3 means 8. 8 minus 5, that is 3. Therefore for n equal to 1, this first option and this given question sum of 1 terms coinciding 3 equal to 3. Next for n equal to 2, for n equal to 2 means sum of 2 terms. Sum of 2 terms means 1 plus 2 plus second term is 1 plus 2 plus 2 square. 1 plus 2 plus 2 square. That is 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 4 plus 2 6 plus 1 7. therefore it is equal to 10. For n equal to, sum of first two terms is 10. Now for n equal to 2, in the option 2 power 2 plus 2, 2 power 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus minus 2 minus 4. It is equal to power 2 plus 2 means 4, 2 power 4 means that is 16, 16 minus 6 that is 10. Therefore, for n equal to, sum of first two terms is 10, and for n equal to first option also 10. Therefore, if you take like that, this first option is coinciding, therefore option 1 is right. Next question. Next problem. If an arithmetic sequence A1, A2, A3 up to some AN, delta equal AM, AN, mth term and nth term and pth term AM, AN, AP, MNP 111 equal to. Now here given in an arithmetic sequence A1, A2, A3 up to some AN. Now here delta AM equal to, here is number 60. Now here A1, A2 up to some AN. Now AM, first term is A and common difference is D. In the arithmetic sequence, first term is A I am taking and common difference is D I am taking. Therefore, mth term AM, it is equal to. In the arithmetic progression, the nth term in the arithmetic progression is AN equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. But here AM they are asking, therefore A plus m minus 1 into D. A plus n minus 1 into D. Next to AN equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Next AP is AP is A plus n minus P minus 1 into D. These are the values of AM, AN, AP, AN, AP, AN, AM, AN, AP. Now delta equal to AM, that is A plus m minus 1 into D. Next AN is A plus n minus 1 into D. Next AP is A plus P minus 1 into D. Next M N, second row is M N P and third row is 1 1 1. That. Therefore now apply some operations. Here M into D, 1 into D minus D, MD minus D. Therefore I am applying the operation R1 equal to R1 minus, here M into D, MD, here M is there, therefore multiply with minus D, R2, therefore MD, here minus MD will cancel. Next, here ND and here minus ND will cancel, and here PD minus PD will cancel. Therefore, R1 minus D into R2 plus here minus 1 into D, here 1 is there, that's why plus D into R3. I am applying the operation R1 equal to R1 minus D into R2 plus D into R3. Then if you apply this operation here for row 1, therefore R1 will change as A plus MD minus MD will cancel, minus D plus D will cancel, finally will get A, delta equal to A, and here also will get A, and here also will get A. Next M N P 1 1 1. Now from the first row you can take A common, therefore if you take A common 1 1 1 and M N P and 1 1 1. Now if you observe this determinant, entire two rows are identical. First row is 1 1 1 and third row also 1 1 1. Therefore this that is equal to 0. Therefore option 3 is right. Next question. If 6 into 6 into 6 into up to on 6 whole square plus 8 into 8 into 8 into up to so on 8 is equal to n digits, and first are n digits and last also. First series n terms are there, in second series also n terms are there. Therefore now 61 here 6 into 6 into 6 into up so on into 6 whole square plus 8 into 8 into 8 into up so on 8. Here first series whole square is there and next one whole square not there. Here n terms n digits and here also n digits. Here n digits are there and here also n digits are there. Now here 6 into 6 into 6 into up to 6 whole square. This you can write as 6 plus it is units place. Suppose it is units place and it is tens place, it is hundreds place, like that. That's why just I am writing reverse, that is units place. Suppose it is 100, that is 6 into 10 plus 6 into 100 square 10 square 6 into 10 square. Here 6 is in units place, 6 into 1, and next 6 is in tens place, that is 6 into 10 plus next 6 is in 100 place, that is 6 into 10 square plus up to so on. Here n digits are there, n digits. Next plus whole square is there, whole square item. Next here also same 8 into 1 plus 8 into 10 plus 8 into 10 square plus up to so on plus up to so on. Here also n digits are there, n digits. Now n digits. Therefore here 6 plus 6 into 10 plus 6 into 10 square plus up to so on. If you observe this series, it is in GP. First term is a equal to 6 and common ratio r equal to 10. Common ratio r equal to 10. Here first term is a equal to 8 and common ratio r equal to 10. Here n digits are there, here also n digits means n terms. Therefore sum of n terms formula is a into r power n minus 1, r power a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. Therefore 6 into r power n, that is 10 power n minus 1 divided by 10 minus 1. Whole square is there, whole square is there. Plus it is equal to, now a into sum of n terms in GP formula, a into r power n, that is 10 power n minus 1 by 10 minus 1 whole square. Plus here first term is a into 8 into r power n, that is 10 power n minus 1 divided by 10 minus 1. Here whole square not there, here whole square is there. Therefore 6 square, that is 36 into 10 power n minus 1 whole square divided by 10 minus 1 means 9 plus 8 into 10 power n minus 1 by 10 minus 1 is 9. Therefore it is 9 square, it is 9 square means 81, 9 square, and it is 36 by 9 square, 9 fours 36, 9 square 10 minus 1 9, 9 whole square is there. Now 9 into 9 you can write, 9 fours 36. Therefore here 4 by 9, here 8 by 9 is there. You can take 4 by 9 common. You can take 4 by 9 common. That is into 10 power n minus 1. Here 4 by 9, here also 4 by 9 is there, and 10 power n minus 1, here also 10 power n minus 1. Then here remains 10 power n minus 1. Here remains 10 power n minus 1, and here remains plus 4. Here 8 by 9. If you take 4 by 9 common, then here remains 2. Here remains 2. Therefore, it is equal to 4 by 9. 4 by 9 into 10 power n minus 1. 10 power n minus 1. into 10 power n minus 1 plus 1 means 10 power n, 10 power n plus 1, 10 power n plus 1, 10 power n minus 1 plus 2 means 10 power n plus 1. Therefore, it is equal 4 by 9 into a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square, that is 10 power n whole square minus 1 square. Therefore, it is equal to 4 by 9 into 10 power 2n, 10 power 2n minus 10 power 2n minus 1. Answer is 4 by 9 into 10 power 2n minus 1. Therefore, option 2 is the right. Next question. On the occasion of Diwali festival, each student of a class sends greeting cards to the other. If there are 20 students in the class, then the total number of greeting cards exchanged by the students is. Now here total number of students, are 20, means student number 1, first student and second student, third student, up to 20 students are there. Total 20 students are there. First student, second student, third student to 20 students. Now suppose the first student to send the greeting cards to others means 19 greeting cards required. First students to send greeting cards to others means total 20 students are there. One student, first student, remaining students are 19. Therefore, first student want to distribute the greetings to others means 19 greeting cards required for first student. In the same way, for second student also 19 greeting cards required. For third student also 19 greeting cards required. Up to for 20th student also 19 greeting cards required. Therefore, the number of total greeting cards equal 20 into 19. The number of total required greeting cards is equal 20 into 19. Now, through options, first option I am checking, that is 20C2. 20C2 means NCR formula, n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. That is 20C2 means 20 into 19, 20 into 19 into 18 factorial divided by 20 minus 2, that is 18 factorial, 18 factorial into 2 factorial, that is 18 factorial, 18 factorial cancel. Therefore, answer is 20 into 19 by 2, 20 into 19 by 2. Therefore, first option is wrong. First option is wrong. Now I am checking second option. I am checking second option. 2 into 20C2. Already know 2 into 20C2 value. 20C2 value is 20 into 19 by 2. Therefore, 2 get cancelled. It is equal 20 into 19. Therefore, here 20 into 19 and second option also 20 into 19. Therefore, coincided. The second option is coinciding with the answer. Therefore, second option is right. Next question. The number of all possible selections of one or more questions from 10 given questions, each question having an alternative is. Here, our question is the number of all possible selections of one or more questions from 10 given questions, each question having an alternative is. Here, total 10 questions are there. Total 10 questions are there. We have to select one or more than one. One or more than one. Therefore, from 10 questions, I am selecting one question first. Therefore, one or more than one. One question you can select, two questions you can select, three questions up to 10 questions you can select. Total 10 questions are there. You can select one or more than one. Means one question or two questions or three questions up to 10 questions. Or you are using, therefore, first I selected one question. 10C1. R means plus you have to take, and means into. Now one question if you select 10C1, R means plus. Next, suppose two questions you selected. Suppose one question you selected 10C1, 10C1. Now for that question, how many alternatives are there? Each question having an alternative. Each question having alternative means each question having two possibilities. Each question having two possibilities. Each question having alternative they given. Therefore, each question having two possibilities. Therefore, you selected one question. For that, how many alternatives are there? Two alternatives for one question. Therefore, 10C1 plus into 2 plus. If you select two questions, one or more questions they given. Therefore, if you select one question, that each question having alternative. Therefore, one question two alternatives. That is alternative is there. No? That's why for one first question two alternative. That is 2 plus 10C2. Each question having two alternative. Therefore, each question two questions are there, therefore 2 power 2. Each question having alternative, therefore here two questions you are selected, therefore 2 power 2 plus 10C3. Each question having two alternative, that's why 2 power 3 plus up to so on, plus up to so on. 10C10, one or more you can select, therefore 10C10, 2 power. Each question having two alternative, that's why 2 power 10. If you observe here, 10C1 2 plus 10C2 2 square plus 10C3 2 cube plus option 10C10 2 power. We have one expansion, that is NC0 plus NC1 plus NC. We have one expansion, that is NC0 plus NC1x plus NC2x square plus up to so on NCN x power n. One expansion is NC0 plus NC1x plus NC2x square plus up to so on NCN x power n. It is equal to 1 plus x whole power n. This is the expansion. NC0 plus NC1x plus NC2x square plus up to so on NCN x power n equal to 1 plus x whole power n. Now 10C1 2, 10C2 2 square plus 10C3 2 cube plus option 10C10 2 power 10. Here first term 10C0 not there. Therefore add 10C0 and subtract 10C0. 10C10 2 power 10 minus 10C0. Just added for this 10C0 and subtracted 10C0. Therefore, it is equal to, from that expansion, NC0 plus NC1x plus epsilon NCN x power n, you can write 1 plus x whole power n. Instead of the x here 2 is there. Therefore, 1 plus 2 whole power 10. N value is 10 and x value is 2. Therefore, according to that expansion, 1 plus 2 whole power 10 minus 10C0 value is 1. Therefore, 1 plus 2 means 3, 3 power 10 minus 1. Therefore, answer is option 3. 3 power 10 minus 1. Option 3 is right. Next question. The total number of 7-digit numbers, the number of whose digits is, the sum of whose digits is even. Now here, the total number of 7-digit numbers, the sum of whose digits is even is. Now here, total digits are 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so 9. Total 10 digits are there. Here, the available digits are 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. Total 1, 2, 3 up to 9, 9 digits. This is 0. Total 10 digits are. Now you have to arrange 7-digit numbers. That's why 7 boxes you take. 7-digit numbers you have to arrange. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 digit numbers you have to select. The sum of which digits is even. Sum of which digits is even. First I am arranging 7 digit numbers. 7 digit number means first box you can fix with 9 ways. You should not fix 0 in first box. If you fix 0 in first box, that number is converted into 6 digit number. Thus we have to fix first digit, first box with 1 to 9 digits. Therefore, first box you can fix in 9 ways. Why? Because you should not fix 0 in first box. If you fix 0 in first box, digit 0 in first box, that number is converted into 6 digit number. But you want 7 digit number, therefore 0 should not fix in first box. Now first box you can fill in 9 ways. Next second box you can fill with 10 ways. 0 also you can fix here, therefore 10 ways. And third box you can fix in 10 ways. Fourth box you can fix in 10 ways. And fifth box 10 ways. And sixth box 10 ways. And seventh box 10 ways. Therefore total 7 digit numbers. 7 digit numbers. Total 7 digit numbers equal to, now by using fundamental theorem, 9 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 10 into 10 6 times. Therefore it is equal to 9 into 1 2 3 4 5 6. Therefore it is 90,000. 90 lakhs. Total 7 digit numbers are 90 lakhs. Now out of these 90 lakhs, total 7 digit numbers are 90 lakhs you got. In those 90 lakhs, half our sum is even and half our sum is odd. Total 90 lakhs 7 digit numbers you got. In those 90 lakhs 7 digit numbers, half our sum is even and half our sum is odd. But here asking sum is even, it is equal to 90 lakhs divided by 2. It is equal to 45 lakhs. Therefore 45 lakhs 7 digit numbers whose sum is even. Therefore option 2 is right. Next question. The number of ways in which 12 books can put in 3 shelves, 4 on each is. The number of ways in which 12 books can put in 3 shelves, 4 on each is. Now here given the number of ways in which 12 books, total number of books are 12. Total number of books are 12. Now can be put in 3 shelves, that is 1, first shelf, second shelf and fourth shelf. First, second and third. 3 shelves. In each shelf we have to put 4 books. Here 4 and here 4, here 4. Now each shelf we have to fix 4 books. First shelf 4 and it is first and second and it is third shelf. First shelf 4 books, second shelf 4 books and third shelf 4 books. Now first shelf you can fix in 12C 4. Total available books are 12. We have to fix 4 books in first shelf, therefore 12C 4 into. In second shelf you can fix 4 books. Out of 12, 4 you fix in first shelf, therefore remaining 8 are there. Out of 8 we have to fix in 4 books in second shelf. Next already 4 in first shelf and 4 in second shelf. Remaining books are 12, 4 are there, and those 4 you have to fix in third shelf. Therefore 4C, 4 ways you can fix. Total 12 books are there. 4 books you can fix in first cell 12C4 into remaining 4 you fix remaining 12 minus 4 means 8. Out of remaining 8 books you have to fix 4 books in select 4 books in second cell, therefore 8C2. Next in first cell 4 and second cell 4, 4 plus 4 8 you fix, remaining 4 are there, those 4 you have to fix in third cell, that is 4C4. Therefore, 12C4 means 12 factorial. 12 factorial by 12 minus 4 factorial means 8 factorial into 4 factorial into 8C4 means 8 factorial divided by 8 minus 4 means 4 factorial into 4 factorial into 4C4 means 4 factorial by 4 minus 4 factorial, that is 0 factorial into 4 factorial into 4 factorial. Now 4 factorial cancel, 0 factorial is 1, 8 factorial and 8 factorial cancel, therefore it is 12 factorial by 4 factorial into 4 factorial into 4 factorial, that is 4 factorial square. Therefore, option 1 is right. Next question. Next problem. A father with 8 children, a father with 8 children takes them 3 at a time to the zoological gardens as often as he can without taking the same 3 children together more than once. The number of times each child will go to the garden. garden. Here given total number of children 8. You have to select 3 members. Total number of children are 8 and 3 at a time to the zoological garden as often as he can without taking the same 3 children together more than once. The number of times each child will go to the garden is. Now total 8 children are there. You have to select 3 children to go to the zoological garden. Therefore 8C3. 8C3. Therefore 8C3 equal to 8 factorial by 8 minus 3 factorial means 5 factorial into 3 factorial. Therefore, 8 factorial can write 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 3 factorial means 6. 3 into 2 into 1, that is 6. 6 6 is cancel, 5 factorial get cancel. 8 into 7, that is 56. Therefore, option 1 is right. Next question. 4 couples, husband and wife, decided to form a committee of 4 members. The number of different committees that can be formed in which no couple finds a place is. Now here total 4 couples are there. Total 4 couples are there. Therefore husband 1 and husband 2 and husband 3 and husband 4. Next wife 1, wife 2 and wife 3 and wife 4. These two members, husband 1 and wife 1, one couple, husband 2 and wife 2, one couple, husband 3 and wife 3, one couple, and husband 4 and wife 4 is one couple. Total 4 couples are there. Total 4 couples are there. Now we have to form 4 committees. We have to form decided to form a committee of 4 members. We have to form a committee with 4 members. With 4 members, the number of different committees that can be formed in which no couple finds in a place. Now, you should not take same couple in the committee. Therefore, you can select 4 husbands. You can select 4 husbands or, or 4 wives. 4 husbands or 4 wives. Why? Because 4 husbands, there is no couple, and here also, if you select for the committee 4 members, 4 wives, there also there is no couple. Or are three husbands and one wife, three husbands one wife, four husbands or four wives for the committee, or three husbands and one wife, or or three wives and one husband, three wives and one husband, or two husbands and two wives. Like this, we can select. For the committee, four members required. Though in those four members, you should not get any couple. No couple finds in a place. Therefore, four husbands you can take for the committee, or four wives you can take the committee, or three wives and other those four husbands. You should not take wife of those three husbands. Remaining wife you have to take, and three wives and other with three wives you taken means those husbands, three husbands should not take, other husband you have to take, and two husbands and remaining two wives. These two wives should not belongs to these two husbands. Like this you can select. Therefore, four husbands are there. Four C, four ways you can select. Four husbands are there. You have to select four husbands. That's why 4C4. R is there now. You have to take plus. Next, four wives. Four wives are available. Therefore, 4C4. R is there. Plus you have to take. Next, three husbands. Total four husbands are there. You have to select three husbands. That is 4C3. 4C3. And is there now? Into into one wife. Four husbands are there, you have to select three husbands, therefore 4C3. Now, one wife you have to select four husbands. In those four husbands, suppose three husbands you have taken, therefore should not take these wives. Therefore, this fourth husband wife only have to take. Therefore, 1C1. Here you observe all of you. That is three husbands and one wife. Three husbands and one wife you have to select. Therefore, first I am selecting these three husbands. Therefore, 4C3. Now we have to select one wife. Should not take these husbands' wives. Why? Because you should not get a say place in a same couple. Therefore, you have to select one wife only. That is 1C1. Or is there plus you have to take next to three wives. Total four wives are there. 4C3 into one husband, that is 1C1. Next to R is there plus two husbands, that is 4C2. 4C2. Two husbands we selected means these two wives should not select. Therefore, remaining two wives we have to take. Two wives only available. Therefore, into 2C2. 2C2. Therefore, 4C4 value is 1 plus 4C4 value is 1. 4C3 value is 4 into 1 plus 4C3 value is 4 into 1. Next, 4C2 value is 6 into 2C2 value is 1. Therefore, it is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6. It is equal to 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 6, that is 16. 10 plus 6, it is equal to 10, 14, 16. Therefore, option 4 is right. Next question. Limit extends to infinite. X cube plus 1 by x square plus 1 minus ax plus b equal to 2. Then, now here given limit extends to infinite. Limit extends to infinite. X cube plus 1 by x square plus 1 minus ax plus b minus ax plus b. It is equal to 2 given. it is equal to 2. Now as x tends to infinite, now limit x tends to infinite, take LCM, that is x cube plus 1 in minus x square plus 1 into ax plus b divided by x square plus 1, it is equal to 2. It is equal to 2. Take LCM, that is x square plus 1, it is equal to x cube plus 1 minus x square plus 1 into ax plus b divided by x square plus 1. Now it is equal, limit x tends to infinite, x cube, here x square into ax, that is ax cube. If you take x cube common, that is 1 minus a into x cube. X cube minus x square into ax. X square into ax means that is minus a x cube. If you take x cube common, a minus 1 minus a into x cube plus x square term, x square into b, that is minus b x square. Next here x square and x term, that is plus minus ax minus a into x minus ax. Next plus 1 minus b divided by x square plus 1 divided by x square plus 1, it is equal to 2. Here user numerator degree is 3 and denominator degree is 2. Numerator degree is 3 and denominator degree is 2, but here limit is adjusted. Here limit is value is 2 given, means limit is adjusted when as x tends to infinite, numerator degree and denominator degree is same, then the result of this limit is equal to the coefficient of numerator highest power divided by coefficient of denominator highest power. Now here actually here numerator degree is 3 and denominator degree is 2. Actually if you put x equal to infinite, that numerator degree is more than denominator degree, then result is infinite. If numerator degree is less than denominator degree, then result is 0. But here result is 2 given, therefore numerator degree is equal to the denominator degree. Here limit is equal to 2 given, therefore must we have to get numerator degree and denominator degree have to get equal. But here numerator degree is 3, therefore 1 minus a value have to get 0. Why? Because here limit is adjusted if according to as x tends to infinite, f of x by g of x, as x tends to infinite, f of x by g of x, the degree of f of x is greater than degree of g of x. If the degree of f of x is greater than degree of g of x, then result is equal to infinite. If the degree of f of x is less than degree of g of x, if the degree of f of x is less than degree of g of x, then result is 0. If the degree of f of x is equal to degree of g of x, if the degree of f of x is equal to degree of g of x, then result is coefficient of f of x highest degree, coefficient of degree of f of highest degree of f of x, and coefficient of highest degree of g of x. This is the result. Now here your result is not equal to infinite and not equal to 0. Result is 2. Therefore here coefficient degree of f of x is equal to degree of g of x, that time you will get not equal to value is some 0, 2, 3, 4 like that. Therefore now here coefficient x cube, coefficient is 1 minus a, therefore 1 minus a equal to 0. Next from this you will get a equal to 1. Next here limit is adjusted now, therefore 1 minus a equal 0 means x cube term will cancel, therefore highest degree, numerator degree is 2 and denominator degree 2, therefore result is coefficient of numerator degree divided by and denominator highest power. Therefore minus b by x square quotient is minus b, here x square quotient is 1, it is equal, result is 2, implies minus b equal to 2, implies b equal to minus 2. Therefore the value of a is 1 and value of b is minus 2. Therefore 1 and minus 2. Therefore option 3 is right. Next question. Next question. Limit x tends to infinite, square root of x square plus 1 minus cube root of x cube plus 1 by fourth root of x power 4 plus 1 minus fifth root of x power 4 plus 1 is equal to. Now limit x tends to infinite, limit x tends to infinite, x square plus 1, square root of x square plus 1 you can write x square plus 1 whole power 1 by 2, and cube root of x cube plus 1 you can write x cube plus 1 whole power 1 by 3 divided by fourth root of x power 4 plus 1 you can write x power 4 plus 1 whole power 1 by 4 whole power 1 by 4. Next minus fifth root of x power 4 plus 1 you can write x power 4 plus 1 whole power 1 by 5. Now it is equal to, as x tends to infinite, as x tends to infinite, highest powers we have to take common. Therefore here x square and here x cube, here x power 4, here x power 4 is there. I am taking here x square common. If you take x square common, then 1 plus 1 by x square, 1 plus 1 by x square. But here you taken x square common, you taken here x square common, but whole power 1 by 2 is here, x square whole power 1 by 2 means x, minus here you take x cube common, that is 1 plus 1 by x cube whole power 1 by 3. Here x cube you taken common, x cube whole power 1 by 3 means x, that x you have taken common, divided by here also x power 4 take common, that is 1 plus 1 by x power 4, here whole power 1 by 4, here x power 4 taken common, therefore x power 4 whole power 1 by 4 means x, take outside, and here power 1 by 5 is there. Now I am taking x power 5 common here, here x power 4 is there, but I am taking x power 5 common, therefore 1 by x remains, and here remains 1 by x power 5 whole power 1 by 5. Here x power 5 I am taking common here, x power 5 not there, that's why multiply with x and divide with x, that is x power 5 by x. Now x power 5 take common, 1 by x plus 1 by x power 5 whole power 1 by 5. You take an x power 5 common, x power 5 whole power 1 by 5 means x, that x I took common, the x will cancel. Therefore as x tends to infinite, as x tends to infinite implies 1 by x tends to 0, 1 by x tends to 0. As x tends to infinite, 1 by x tends to 1 by 0. 1 by 0 means, sorry, as x tends to infinite, 1 by x tends to 1 by infinite. 1 by infinity means 0. Therefore, as x tends to infinite, 1 by x tends to 0. Therefore, it is equal to, as x tends to infinite, 1 by x tends to 0. Therefore, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 minus 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 divided by here 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 minus 1 plus, it is 0, 1 by x is 0 and it is also 0. Therefore it is equal to 1 minus 1 0 divided by 1 minus 0 1, it is equal to 0. Therefore option 2 is right. Next question. Next problem. The value of limit x tends 0, cos of sin x minus cos x by x power 4 is equal to. Now, limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, cos of sin x, cos of sin x minus cos x minus cos x divided by x power 4. Cos of sin x minus cos x by x power 4. Now it is in the form cos c minus cos d. Cos c minus cos d. We have the formula cos c minus cos d means minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 sin c minus d by 2. That is the limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. Cos c minus cos d means minus 2 sin c plus d by 2. That is sin x plus x by 2 into sin of x minus c minus d by 2. That is sin of sin x minus x by 2 divided by x power 4. Divided by x power 4. Now it is equal to minus 2 constant take outside, limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. Sin of sin x plus x by 2. Sin x plus x by 2 into sin of sin x minus x by 2 divided by here x power 4 is there. No? But we know the formula sin x limit x and 0 sin x by x equal to 1. Limit x and 0 sin x by x equal to 1. But here sin of sin x plus x by 2 is there. Therefore denominator also sin x plus x by 2 is there. Then we can write 1. Therefore I am dividing with sin x plus x by 2. And for this sin of sin x minus x by 2 is there. If here also sin x minus x by 2 is there, then this value you can write 1 and this value you can write 1. But here we divided sin x plus x by 2 into sin x minus x by 2. Therefore you have to multiply also. Therefore these two multiply, that is sin x plus x by 2 into sin x minus x by 2. Sin x you divided with sin x plus x by 2 into sin x minus x by 2. Therefore you multiply and divided by x power 4 is there, write x power 4. Therefore it is equal to minus 2 into limit x tends to 0 sin of sin x plus x by 2 by sin x plus x by 2 value is 1 into this value also 1 into limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. Now sin x plus x by 2, this is by 2, here also by 2 is there, that is 2 into 2 4 write down outside, constant 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 1 by 4, that take outside, minus 2 by 4 into 1 into 1, limit x and 0. Sin x by sin x plus x by, here x power 4 is there, no? 1x I am writing here and one more x, limit x tends to 0, sin x minus x divided by x cube. Here x power 4 is there, I am writing x into x cube. That 1x I am writing with sin x plus x and one remaining x cube I am writing with sin x minus x. Therefore it is equal to minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. Next it is limitation 0, sin x by x is 1 plus x by x is 1. Therefore 1 plus 1. Next limit x tends 0. Limit x tends to 0. Here L'Hospital rule. Why? Because if you put x equal 0, it is 0 by 0 form. Therefore apply L'Hospital rule first time. That is sin x derivative is cos x and x derivative is 1 and x cube derivative is 3x. If you put x equal 0, again it is converted into 0 by 0 form. That's why again you take derivative for numerator and denominator. Cos x minus 1 derivative is minus sin x by 3x square derivative is 6x. If you put x equal 0 again in the function, that function is converted into, again it is in 0 by 0 form. That's why again you take derivative, minus sin x derivative is cos x and 6x derivative is 6 minus 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 sin x derivative is minus cos x and 6 3x is 3x square derivative is 6x derivative is 6. Therefore here you observe sin x minus x derivative is cos x minus 1. Again cos x derivative is minus sin x derivative is again minus cos x. Now x cube derivative is 3x square. Again derivative is 3x square. Again derivative is 6x. Again 6x derivative is 6. Therefore it is equal to 1 plus 1 2, it is 2, will cancel, therefore minus into minus plus. X equal 0 you put here, cos 0 is 1, therefore 1 by 6, minus into minus plus, that is 1 by 6, therefore result is 1 by 6, therefore option 2 is right. Next question. The value of limit x tends to 1, 2 minus x whole power tan of pi x by 2 is equal to. Now, here limit x tends to 1, limit x tends to 1, 2 minus x, 2 minus x whole power tan of pi x by 2, tan of pi x by 2. Now, limit x tends to 1, 2 minus x whole power tan of pi x by 2. It is in the form limit x tends to a, limit x tends to a, f of x power g of x. Limit x tends to a, f of x power g of x. If we put x equal to a in the function, if the function is converted into 1 power infinity form, then you have to write here limit x tends to a, f of x power g of x. When you are substituting the limit value in the function, x value in the function, if the function is converted into 1 power infinity form, then you can write e power limit x tends to a, e power limit x tends to a, g of x into f of x minus 1. This is the formula. Limit x tends to a, f of x power g of x. When you are substituting x value in the function, if the function is converted into 1 power infinity form, then you can write e power limit x tends to a, g of x into f of x minus 1. Now, if you put x equal to 1 here, 2 minus 1, 1, 1 power tan of 1 into pi, that is pi by 2, tan pi by 2 means infinite. Therefore, if you put x equal to 1 in the function, that is converted into 1 power infinity form. Therefore, you can apply this formula here, e power, limit x tends to 1, limit x tends to 1, e power limit x tends to 1, g of x into, here f of x is 2 minus x, g of x is tan of pi x by 2, therefore tan of pi x by 2 into 2 minus x minus 1, limit e power limit x tends to a, g of x into f of x minus 1, therefore it is equal to e power limit x tends to 1, limit x tends to 1, tan of, here 2 minus x minus 1, 2 minus 1 means 1, 1 minus x divided by 1 minus x divided by tan pi x by 2, you can write as cot of pi x by 2, cot of pi x by 2. Now here e power, if you put x equal to 1, 1 minus 1 0, cot pi by t 0, 0 by 0 form, that's why I apply L'Hospital rule, that is limit x tends to 1. If you put x equal to 1 directly in the function, function is converted into 0 by 0 form. That's why I had to apply the L'Hospital rule, that is e power limit x tends to 1. 1 minus x derivative is minus 1, and cot of pi x by 2 derivative is minus cosecant square, pi x by 2. Again pi x by 2 derivative is pi by 2. Now it is equal to e power. Put x equal to 1, therefore minus minus will cancel. If you put x equal to 1, cos of cosecant of pi by 2. Cosecant of pi by 2 value is 1, therefore 1 by 1, 1, 1 by pi by 2, that is 2 by pi. Here, if you put x equal to 1, 1 by cosecant of 1 into pi, pi by 2. Cosecant of pi by 2 value is 1, therefore 1 square means 1. 1 by pi by 2. Pi by 2 reverse, that is 2 by pi. Therefore, e power 2 by pi is the answer. Therefore, option 3 is right. Next question. Next, the value of limit x tends to infinite, 3x minus 1 by 3x plus 2 whole power x plus 1 by 3 is equal to. Now, limit x tends to infinite, that is 3x minus 4 by 3x plus 2, whole power x plus 1 by 3, Now 3x minus 4 by 3x plus 2. As x tends to infinite, we have to take highest power common, that is x take common, here also x take common, that is 3 minus 4 by, if you take x common, 3 minus 4 by x, and x minus 3 minus 3 plus 2 by x. If you, as x tends to infinite, 1 by x tends to, as x tends to infinite, 1 by x tends to 0, therefore 3 minus 0 by 3 plus 0, therefore 3 by 3, 1. Next, base is 1, and if we put x equal to infinite, infinity plus 1 means infinity, infinity by 3 means infinite. Therefore, if we put x equal to infinite in the function, it is in the form f of x power g of x. If you put x equal to infinite, it is converted into 1 power infinity form. It is converted into 1 power infinity form. That's why you have to apply previous formula, limit x tends to f of x for g of x. When you are substituting x value a in the function, that function is converted into f of x for g of x, then you have to write limit e power limit x tends to a g of x into f of x minus 1. Therefore, apply that formula. It is equal to e power limit x tends to infinite, e power limit x tends to infinite, that is f of x g of x into, that is x plus 1 by 3 into f of x minus 1, that is 3x minus 4 by 3x plus 2 minus 1. Therefore, it is equal to e power limit x tends to infinite, e power limit x tends to infinite, x plus 1 by 3, x plus 1 by 3. Now take LCM, that is 3x minus 4 minus 3x and minus 2 divided by 3x plus 2, It is equal to e power limit x tends to infinite, x plus 1 by 3 into, here minus 3x plus 3x will cancel, minus 4 minus 2, that is minus 6 divided by 3x plus 2, Therefore, it is equal to e power limit x tends to infinite, 3 2's, therefore minus 2, constant take outside, that is x plus 1 by, or else multiply with minus 2, that is minus 2 into x minus 2x minus 2 divided by 3x plus 2, 2. Therefore, here as x tends to infinite, it is equal to e power, as x tends to infinite, here numerator degree is 1 and denominator degree is also 1, numerator degree is 1 and denominator degree is 1. Therefore, result is limit x tends to infinite, numerator degree is 1 and denominator degree is 1. Therefore, numerator highest degree coefficient is minus 2 divided by denominator highest degree coefficient is 3. Therefore, minus 2 by 3. Here, numerator degree and denominator degree is same. Therefore, those coefficients you have to take. That is minus 2 by 3. Therefore, e power minus 2 by 3. Therefore, option 1 is right. Next question. Is x tends to infinity to 1 by x, f of x for g of x form. Therefore, like previous problem, e power limit x tends to infinity, g of x into f of x minus 1. Just simplify, and numerator degree and denominator degree is same. Therefore, those coefficients only result e power minus 2 by 3. Next problem. The value of limit x tends to 0, 1 plus tan x by 1 plus sin x whole power cosecant x is equal to. Now, limit x tends to 0, 1 plus tan x, 1 plus tan x by 1 plus sin x, 1 plus tan x by 1 plus sin x whole power cosecant x, whole power cosecant x. If you put x equal to 0, that is 1 plus tan x 1, it is also 1 power cosecant 0, 1 by 0 means infinity, it is also 1 power infinity form. If you put x equal to 0 directly in the function, function is converted into 1 power infinity form. Therefore, here formula is e power limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, g of x into, that is cosecant x, into f of x minus 1, that is 1 plus tan x divided by 1 plus sin x, 1 plus sin x minus, it is equal to limit e power, it is equal to e power limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, cosecant x you can write 1 by sin x, here 1 plus tan x, 1 plus tan x minus 1 minus sin x divided by 1 plus sin x, 1 plus sin x. Therefore, it is equal to e power limit x tends to 0, e power limit x tends to 0, 1 by sin x, 1 by sin x, here minus 1 plus 1 will cancel, here tan x you can write 1 by sin x, tan x you can write 1 by sin x, therefore 1 minus sin x, 1 minus sin x divided by tan x you can write sin x by cos x, tan x you can write sin x by cos x, therefore sin x minus sin x into cos x, sin x into cos x divided by cos x into 1 plus sin x, 1 plus sin x. Here tan x minus sin x is there, therefore that is tan x you can write sin x by cos x, therefore sin x minus sin x into cos x divided by cos x into 1 plus sin x. Now it is equal to e power limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0. Here you take sin x common, then sin x will cancel, that is 1 minus cos x, 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cosecant x, 1 by sin x by sin x by sin x, 1 plus tan x by 1 plus sin x minus 1. Therefore, 1 plus tan x minus 1 minus sin x by 1 plus sin x. Therefore, 1 can cancel, sin x by cos x, sin x by cos x minus sin x. Therefore, sin x minus sin x into cos x by cos x, that cos x comes down. Therefore, 1 minus sin x take common, that sin x will cancel, therefore 1 minus cos x by cos x into 1 plus sin x, 1 plus sin x. Now if you put x equal to 0, if you put x equal to 0, 1 minus cos x, cos 0 0 0, it is equal to e power 0 minus 1 minus 1 0, 1, cos 0 value is 1, 1 minus 1 0 divided by cos 0 value is 1, 1 plus sin 0 value is 0, 1 plus 0 1, 1 into 1 1, therefore 0 by 1, it is equal to e power 0, e power 0 means 1, therefore result is equal to e power 0 by 1, it is equal to e power 0, it is equal to 1, therefore option 1 is right. Next question. If f of x equal to x into sine of 1 by x, x is not equal to 0, 0 if x equal to 0, then limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to. Now here given the function, limit f of x equal to x into sine of 1 by x, x into sine of 1 by x if x is not equal to 0, and 0 if x equal to 0, if x equal to 0. Now then limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to. Now limit x tends to 0, x tends to 0, f of x is equal to, limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, f of x is x into sine of 1 by x. Therefore, as x tends to 0, x into sine of 1 by x value is 0. As x tends to 0, x into sine of 1 by x value is 0. Therefore, limit is 0 and f of 0 equal to 0. Therefore, limit x tends to 0, f of x equal to f of 0. Limit is 0 and function value at 0 is 0. Therefore, limit x tends to 0, f of x equal to f of 0. Therefore, limit is existed, it is equal to 0. Therefore, is equal to 0. Third option is right. Next question. The value of limit x tends to minus pi mod x minus x plus pi by sin x is equal to. Now here limit x tends to minus pi mod of x plus pi by sin x mod of x plus pi divided by sin x. We know the property for mod of x plus pi. Mod of x plus pi. Mod of x plus pi will split at minus pi. Why? Because if you put x plus pi equal 0, then x equal to minus pi. Therefore, mod of x plus pi will split at minus pi. Therefore, if x is less than minus pi and x is greater than or equal to minus pi. If x is less than minus pi means mod of x plus pi value is minus of x plus pi. If x is greater than or equal to minus pi means mod of x plus pi value is x plus. This is the property for mod of x. Mod of x plus pi equal to minus of x plus pi if x is less than pi plus x plus pi if x is greater than or equal to minus pi. Now here left limit equal to limit x tends to minus pi minus pi minus. It is equal to, as x tends to minus pi minus means mod of x plus pi value is minus of x plus pi divided by sin x. Therefore, it is equal limit x tends to minus pi, limit x tends to minus pi. If you put x equal to minus pi plus pi, 0, it is also sin pi value 0, 0 by 0 form. That's why apply L'Hospital rule, that is minus x derivative is 1, pi derivative is 0 and sin x derivative is cos x. Therefore, minus 1 divided by cos of minus theta is cos theta. Therefore, cos of minus pi is cos pi only. Cos pi value is minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 by minus 1, 1. This is the left limit. Now you find right limit. It is equal limit x tends to minus pi plus f of x. Pi plus means minus pi plus means x is greater than or equal to minus pi. Then mod of x plus pi value is x plus pi only divided by sin x. If we put x equal to minus pi, it is also 0 by 0 form. That's why apply L'Hospital rule, that is limit x tends to minus pi x plus pi derivative is 1 and sin x derivative is cos x. Therefore, it is equal to 1 by cos of minus pi. Cos of minus theta is cos theta. Cos of minus pi is cos pi. Cos pi value is minus 1. Therefore, the 1 by minus 1 is minus 1. Therefore, left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Therefore, limit is does not exist. Therefore, option 4 is right. Okay, thank you.